217 Recovery Podcast. It is Sunday, June 23rd. I am Corey Winfield.
I'm Ryan Beckman.
Matt, he's over there. Matt is playing backup. He's on the bench. How bizarre.
How bizarre.
Every time I turn around, it's in my face. Yeah. Anyway, I ran into something today on Facebook, and I reposted it because I just thought it was so silly. I don't know if you...
Was that abortion kills most people?
You saw that, Ryan.
Like, oh, you like stirring the pot today.
Well, see, okay, let me explain it. I came across the post, and it had, like, a picture of, like, a baby and, like, a womb, and it said... abortions were the leading cause of death in 2018 with 42 million abortions. That was the leading cause of death.
Yeah.
Okay, instantly that raises some flags. I'm like, whoa, what? Like, okay.
42 million? That's a lot of abortion. I mean...
Worldwide, it said.
Oh, worldwide.
That's still a lot.
That's a lot.
Do you know how many people on the average die every year, Ryan?
I do not.
56 million is average. So, 42 million of...
All
deaths were abortions.
I think maybe in that number
That's 75%.
They're not considering
75% of everyone that died.
I think in them stats that they're just not counting them because they were never born.
Well, no, then they wouldn't make any sense then. Then how would it be leading death?
Well, that's why the stat is like unknown because
it's just fake. It's fake, Ryan.
I'm sure
it's a number that's just made up to get people to go, "Oh my Lord." And I called them out on it, and people were like jumping, "What do you mean?" Because I was like, people aren't even going to understand this. People are going to see it, and they're going to run out, and they're going to tell their friends, "Did you know the leading cause of death to that was abortions?" And they're going to be like, "No, I didn't know." "Yeah, I saw it on the news." Because that's what people look now, and they look on Facebook.
It'd be really
they see
hard
it on there,
to get an accurate number.
I see it on the news. And yeah, first of all, that is correct, and it is hard to get an accurate number on that because not all of them are reported. And with HIPAA law, like. Once a death happens, no more HIPAA. So like that's why like when rock stars or people just die, their autopsy it's released because there's no HIPAA laws. They're dead.
Yeah,
which is kind of messed up too. But yeah, so that's when they could get the numbers, but still, I mean, who's running out to get them? You know, and you're telling me 75% of all that? I'm not. You're telling me that kids aren't starving to death? You know, I mean.
Yeah,
no abortion. See, and that was my point. Was don't get your news from Facebook, and people were just like all over that. Like, well, don't you mean that this and that? And this one guy, he could not do the math, man. And I was trying to break it down for him. I'm like, dude, I'm not arguing abortion. I'm not saying that. He's like, but you just did. I'm like, no, I said that I don't have time for that. And I believe what I believe, and anything you say or do is not gonna change what I believe. You know, you can say. Oh, well, my God, God's going to send you that. You don't know I have the same God as you. You can't even say that. So just keep your opinions to yourself. I'm just saying don't get your news from Facebook.
Yeah. People
totally miss the point.
I think so, because that's a hot topic.
Yeah, it's like over...
red button topic.
100 comments on there, and I'm like, okay, great.
I didn't even want to look. I'm like, he's just glutton for some punishment right here.
Well, then I started thinking. I was like, it is a hot topic. And we had Colin kind of I faked some stuff with him with a sign.
Yeah, we did.
And I was like, it could go either way. And then I started thinking, I was like, you know what we need? And you could log the hours for sure. You'd be working for, 217.
Yep.
So, brilliant idea of mine. You might have to wear a bulletproof vest. But, like, maybe next weekend we'll put you out in Petoskey somewhere, maybe it's gonna be a busy weekend there. Put you out on like a street, just in a bulletproof vest, maybe, and get your shirt off, get some sun. You can get some sun. You don't have to wear the bulletproof vest, and you could hold. I'll have like a 5-foot sign made, and you could stand on one end of it. That would attract the ladies' eyes over there. Who's that buff guy? And then we could get some hot chick. Probably have to pay her unless she wants to do some community service. See?
Yeah.
Opportunities 217 Recovery can provide. And then she can stand in like what I'll call the police off and be like, hey, what it's legal? Can she be in a bikini top? Like, does she have to have shorts on? How long they have to be before it becomes indecent?
Tassels.
I'm gonna push the limit on that, and whatever's the law, boom, that's what we're gonna have her in.
Body paint.
Yeah, if that's cool. It might be a little warm, but we can have you on one side and her on the other, and just hold it up, and then, like next
Do I got to
week-
wear just body paint?
I don't know. We'll figure it out, man. You can wear shorts, bro.
You just want me hated by everybody, don't you?
Yeah, no. I want them to love you, man. But that way, people, we could just put 217recovery.com, and like the sign could say pro-life,
Pro-life.
like 1 week. And then the next week, put you guys back out there with a pro-choice.
Pro-choice, yeah. Probably get some milkshakes thrown at me or something.
Because that's what politicians do. We can do it too, right?
Yeah.
What do you think, Ryan?
We can be fence jumpers.
I'll sign off on it.
All right.
Because we got to be out there in the community doing stuff. I mean, what a way to say that we are both sides of it. Just don't put up fake numbers on Facebook. That's what we're about.
Yeah.
The truth. I want the truth.
Yeah, we want the reality.
Yeah. The harsh reality. No, and then I started looking up deaths that are caused by alcohol and stuff, and it's like in America, I don't remember, but I'll just throw out numbers like they do on Facebook. I want to say it was like 62,000 Americans a year. That's just a year. I mean, that's really a lot of people if you think about it. I mean, that's like the whole city of Kalamazoo. Kalamazoo might be a little bigger than that. But can you imagine? I mean, just the whole city gone, boom, gone.
Yeah, I'm sure that doesn't.
Well, you don't even know about Kalamazoo. The whole Upper Peninsula gone.
Yeah, I know about Kalamazoo.
Mm-hmm. But that's a lot of people, man, every year. But
Yeah, and I'm sure that doesn't even cover all other substance and addictions that kill, right?
Right.
That's just alcohol.
Yeah.
Not all drugs, too, and other overdoses.
Man, I think it was Marquette County, Manistee County.
Marquette is a county, yes.
Okay, cool. Might have been there. Well, I saw.
Probably the highest for alcohol rate, or what?
No, it was saying that 40% of the deaths. I don't know if it was this year or last year, but were from
overdoses.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was. It was getting bad up there. There's people.
I saw it on
Popping
the news
up.
website, not Facebook.
Yeah.
So maybe it's not official if it's not on Facebook. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not official, but it probably is accidental deaths or whatever. There's just people showing up on playgrounds in the woods, overdose, dead. Yeah. Goes a lot to. That's why they tried to instate a law where, like, Good Samaritan law. If you bring somebody to the hospital who's overdosing, like, you're not going to get charged with anything, or they're not going to get charged with anything. But that law doesn't really prevail either, because I found out the hard way.
I heard that was just one person. Somebody was talking about that with me. I'm not going to say her name, but they were saying that, yeah, it's only one person. So, like, everybody else has to leave the house before you call. I'm like, what? Doesn't that defeat the purpose of it all? And they're like, well, it's like a fake purpose. And I was like, what? It's kind of like the Angel program that the Michigan State Police. I mean, it sounds good.
It sounds good,
But nobody's going to go there.
No.
Do I have a warrant? I don't know, but I might. I don't want to go to jail. I'm not going to go turn myself in there to have them get me to rehab. No thanks. I don't trust them. I don't trust police anyway. That's what they're going to say.
Well, yeah. I overdosed this past year, and girl called the cops. Then I sat up, and, so she hung up the phone. They showed up, and I ended up getting possession. She ended up getting possession, so there's no Good Samaritan law there that they're really enforcing.
That's too bad. Mm-hmm. There's a kid in Watervliet that passed away, and they were really big into pushing that law. And to my knowledge, that's how it's supposed to work. Like, you're not. You just get the one that needs help, and they can sort it out later. But yeah, then my friend, she's like, no, only one person gets the free pass. Everybody else goes. I'm like, what? You can't say one thing and then half-ass do it. Like.
It defeats the whole purpose. I don't think.
And And
it doesn't make anybody feel any better about it, and people are just showing up in dumpsters or just throwing bodies out wherever. And it was happening like a couple of months up there in Marquette County, so that's a lot of, in such a small place. It's probably, I don't know what the count is, but I mean, it's probably not more than like 20,000 people in all of Marquette County. So
it'd be one thing if, and I kind of brought it up at the consortium that I was at, was like, it'd be one thing if the cops showed up and were like, all right, you guys are all high, we're going to get you some help. We're gonna take you to rehab. That's getting somebody help.
Yeah, no.
Like
what they really did is call the ambulance, go to the hospital. They tell them to take your blood, and then they charge you with something when the results come in. That's the reality of the situation there.
Well, the lawmakers need to get together, and seriously though, because how it's supposed to be and how it's being ran are two different ways. And that's like when we went there and they were talking about what happens in jail. Well, people, when they get to jail, they get to detox and they get, no, they don't. I wasn't even given my blood pressure medication for a week. I wasn't given any of my medications. Yeah. And they're like, oh, you're supposed to get yeah, they don't care. That's the thing.
No.
And I was like, I haven't even been found guilty yet. They don't even know what they're charging me with. Like, and you're going to treat me like I just murdered 15 people? Like, come on, man. But get people the help. That's my point. And quit faking it. Quit saying, hey, this is what we're doing. It looks good on the news. Everybody loves. No. How about we actually do it? Maybe then people will trust you. And not all cops are bad. I'm not even saying cops are bad, but some cops are bad. And that's just, some cooks are bad. A lot of radio people are bad. But there are cops that I know, man, great police officers. And they actually helped me out big time, a few of them. And it's those ones that people need to realize that are out there, man. You didn't run into them, unfortunately.
Not that, no. No, there's those cops who are there to serve and protect, and they are doing a good job. But then there's those who are just out to try to bust people and, enforce their authority.
They have the mentality of, I'm always right, I know what's right, I'm the law. And maybe this is how they're raised. I don't know. Did you ever want to be a cop?
Not really.
I didn't either. Never saw the appeal. But some people do, man. Some people want to help, and they want to put themselves in danger, to save other people. And, I commend them for that. I really do.
I think if you're going for that, it'd be more like a firefighter or something,
Yeah, that's a tough one, too, man. That's putting yourself on the line for sure. And, police officer, they are, too. And
oh, yeah.
Some of the situations that police find themselves in, dude, that's why they have a show called Cops. Like some of the stuff is hilarious that you watch. And some of it's really sad, too. And now that I'm on this end and in recovery, I see the stories a little different out of Florida now. And they're like, Florida man high on this, humps tree naked and runs down the street. I used to laugh and make fun of it, but now I look at it like, we need to get that guy some help. Like,
yeah, it's just a sad situation.
Like, yeah, the bath salts. You remember when they were like, dudes were eating people's faces off?
Yeah, I heard about that. I never got into them things, but
yeah, I was like, no thanks. Like, why would you even?
I didn't see the appeal to that.
And I guess they started calling it gravel and tricking people. Hey, it's gravel, bro. Oh, it's not bath salts? No, bro, it's gravel. Have a little face barbecue. Ooh, yeah. I'm glad I never did any of that. Proud of myself for that one.
I'm proud of you.
It just wasn't around when I was drunk. So what happened? Oh, thank God.
Never pursued that avenue.
No, but I feel bad for people when they do that. There was a lady maybe a month ago. She was high on meth and been up for 2 days, and she walked into a house and just started cleaning it. She didn't steal nothing, but she was cleaning the house, and the people woke up and were like, "What are you doing in my house?" She's like, "Just cleaning." She had been up for like 2 daes, man, high on meth, and what was she supposed to do? And like the guy that was telling the story was just laughing. I'm like, that's not funny though,
No.
And now
it'd be nice though.
Now she's sitting in jail
for cleaning.
And she's not getting help.
Yeah,
she's not getting the help she needs. It's just sad. It really is, but can't save them all. My friend was in Grand Rapids. I was trying last week. I was talking about it. We talked about it.
Yeah.
And I was trying to get her some help, and then she just didn't want it, man. Like